all you'll need for today's workout is a mat, which is completely optional, and then we'll need a chair or a wall to do our incline push-ups. I have my convenient sofa back here, so I'll be using that for my incline push-ups in round two. The format of today's workout is we have two groups, 5 exercises in each group, 10 reps of each exercise, and we're going to perform as many rounds as possible. So as we go through, we can take breaks where we need to. We can modify where we need to. Certainly, all ability levels are welcome in this workout because we can modify the exercise, and you're just going to do the best you can do. You're going to get as many rounds as you can get. There's certainly going to be people that get more rounds than me. There's certainly going to be people that get less rounds than me, but I'm not too concerned about that because it's my workout. So without any further ado, we'll get into our warm-up, and we'll just start with some arm swings. So palms are up, out to the side, and then as I come across my body, one arm is on top of the other, and I turn my palms down. And then I'm just alternating which arm is on top. Moving through that, I'm still feeling those push-ups from Monday. If you haven't done that yet, try to get in on it. It seems to be only the fitness instructors right now. All right, then we're just going to go through some shoulder rolls. So I elevate my shoulders, I bring them back, and then I set them down. And a lot of time I see some people do a lot of these sloppy, shoulder circles up, back, down, very deliberate, trying to activate that whole shoulder girdle. All right, then we'll go through our alternating torso twist. So I step forward to my left, turn to the left, step forward to the right, turn to the right. I'm just going to step forward because stepping on that mat seems to have me moving it every which way. Bring my arms around chest height, and that's not necessary. You can always have them on your hips. I just find I get the most rotation when I have them up here, and I can really twist that upper T-spine. Taking my equipment. Make sure you always have a clear workspace as I kick my equipment here. Yeah, then we'll go through our jumping jacks. So again, you can always do back here. This is where I'll work. You can always do your full jumping jacks, right? If you're not so comfortable with the jumping, you can always do your steps with arm raise overhead. Excellent. So I do want to, I'll just throw this guy up there so you guys can see what exercises we're doing today. So we're going to be doing 10-minute rounds, and I'll show you a quick demonstration of each exercise first, but modified, I've said this before in other workouts, it doesn't always, it doesn't mean easier all the time. You're just doing a modified version of the exercise so that you can get your workout in. So, single leg push-ups might be difficult for you. I know at some point I'm going to be going to modify just because my chest is super sore. But just make sure you're choosing exercises that are appropriate for you. So bird dogs, we've done this one before, right? Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to extend, opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm going to count that as 1, 2, right? 3, etc. Single leg push-ups. You can use, I got these handles, you can use dumbbells, you can just go flat to the floor. I find these handles really help my wrist. Single leg push-up, right? Just one leg up, straight line all the way up, all the way down. At 5, I'll switch. If you're doing the modified, you're just going from that knee, right? That knee instead. I'm going to be doing some of those today, that's for sure. Cross-body mountain climbers, same high plank position, and then we're just driving knee to opposite side, right? Give you the front view so you can see where my knee is going. Each knee to each elbow, I'm going to count as one. Squats. Hinge from the hip, bend at the knees, just like you're sitting in a chair. Maybe you want to use a chair so that you're comfortable with your squatting position. Toes and knees facing forward, right? My toes are slightly pointed out, and I just create that little bit of space, where I can sit into. Side plank with leg raise is the last exercise. So I'm in my side plank position. 1, 2, 3. Nice straight line, right, in that side plank. If you need to modify, you can always go into, from the knees. And then I would actually raise full leg there, but you can always raise that leg as well to make it a little bit easier. All right. So we're going to do our best here. I know today's not going to be my best workout, but I'm going to do my best. And that's all I can ask for. So we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Timer's going there. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now it's called AMRAP, and obviously we're doing our best to push ourselves, but we don't want to lose form with these exercises in the name of speed, right? Always want perfect form over everything. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Cross body mountain climbers, high plank position, knee to opposite side elbow. Like I'm traveling my mat down. 8, 9, 10. Squats are next. Get up. I hinge from the hips. I bend at the knees. 1, 2. If you want to hold a weight during this, you could certainly do that. It's going to be hard enough doing, as many rounds as you can. Good. Then last but not least, side plank with leg raise. Switch sides. Doesn't have to be a big leg raise on that. Oh, and that's 1 there. So we'll just leave that at the 1 mark. Maybe we'll do that so we can differentiate. You can take your break if you need to. Grab water. That's sort of the glory of this, right? Because we're going at our own pace. Doing our best. Six. Keeping my form. Good. I've decided I'm going to go every other round with the modified. Climbers. Bring myself off the mat here. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. Next round, I'll give you guys the front view on that, just so you can see my knees again. Squats. Remember, toes and knees are pointed forward. I only lean far enough as my shin bone is, right? So my shin is parallel to my spine. And side plank with leg raise. Again, if you need to do this modified, I'm going from the knees, right, lifting myself up. And we'll switch sides. We go from the knee, right? 1, 2. First leg raise always seems to be awkward for me. Good. Okay, so we're going to around 3 now. A little less than 5 minutes, or a little over 4 minutes, I should say. Into our bird dogs. Opposite side. Really try to make sure for things that you're not tilting over with these. 8, 10. All right, single leg push up. This is my full push up round. Sides. Cross-body mountain climbers. Give you guys the front view here. Opposite leg, right? Opposite elbow. 5, 6, 9, 10. Ooh. Then squats. In from the hips. Again, maybe you're doing yours a little less range of motion, right? Maybe you're just using that couch as that little bit of, you know, I'm doing quarter squats. That's my ability. This is where I'm at right now, so I'm meeting myself where I'm at. I'm doing what I can so that I can complete the full workout. And we'll go to the side plank with leg raise. These are the ones I find most challenging besides my chest already being disintegrated for Monday's challenge. And it might look, you know, like my knees touching the ground here. I think it's just the shadow of my pants. But I am going to breathe a little heavier now. I am having my contact point as my foot. Feet stacked on top of each other. Nice straight line. This side I have a little bit more difficulty with. So I just stabilize myself a little bit. All right. That's 3 rounds down. We're on to round 4. See if we can get 5 in. We'll do our best. And to do that, we gotta go right away. Remember, form over speed. No good if you hurt yourself. And AMRAP's no good if it's sloppy, right? Sloppiness doesn't get us much places. Good anyways. Cross-body mountain climbers. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Our squats next. Pick it up a little bit if I want to make that 5th round. And I'm going to do the modified on these guys again. You guys, what that looks like, remember, from the knees, just like, the leg doesn't need to raise a lot, right? You know, you see those classic 80s workout videos, the girls on her lycra, you know, kicking their legs all the way to the sky like this. Not necessary. All right, we're just going to go right into it so that we can try to get to that, complete that 5th round. Fortunately, this is a full push-up round, but okay. Just push ourselves a little bit. Ooh. Crossbody mountain climbers can get to the front view one more time. And squats are next. 5, 7, 8. We're cutting it close. 9, 10. Side plank with the leg raise. 3, 4, 5. So I'm starting to lose form on these. So I'm just going to go into the modified on this side. And you have to be cognizant of that. Like I said, I don't want my form to be sloppy. I want the first round to look as good as my 5th round there. You know, if I start getting sloppy, you know, my 5th round might have been a little faster than my first round, just trying to rush that through. But I really tried to maintain form throughout that, because that's the most important thing, right? I always say, if I'm working out, and I'm always reaching that 8 out of 10 for myself, that, you know, if 10's working as hard as I can be, 1's sleeping in bed sort of thing. If I'm achieving that 8 out of 10 during my workout, and, you know, after my workout, I can say, yeah, I worked out an 8 out of 10, a 7 out of 10 the whole time, I'm pretty happy with that workout, and I know I'm going to improve, because next time, you know, or maybe a few weeks down the road, what my 8 out of 10 is then, or is now, might be my 6 out of 10 in the future, right? As long as I keep consistent with it. All right, so glute bridges. Go ahead and grab a drink if you'd like. Glute bridges. We're on our back. Feet close to our bottoms. Hands are at our sides. Push the hips up, all the way up, squeezing the bum together, and then down. 2, 3, 4. Good. Incline push-ups. Why wouldn't there be some more push-ups in here? I think it's just a torch for me. I'm just going to use the couch here, right? Straight line all the way through. Feet are about shoulder width apart. If you want to make it a little easier on yourself, you go a little bit wider. If you want to make it a little easier, you can use a wall or a higher incline, right? Straight line all the way through. Just like our push-ups from the ground. High plank tap-outs. I am actually going to need these again. No, I'm going to go from the ground. And you should too, just because there's a little bit more stability. So high plank tap-outs. I'm in a high plank position, and I'm going to tap my feet out. I'm going to count each leg as 1. And you can do this from that modified plank position, right? If you're going to do that, make sure you have some cushion for under your knees. Calf raises. Side view is really the best view for this. If you have something to step on, like a 2x4 might be a little narrow. Like 2x6 or 2x8. You can step on that just to get your heels a little bit more elevated on the ground. If your heels can sink a little bit, you get a better range of motion in that calf raise. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like that here, so just got to use the ground. That's fine. And then dead bugs. We're on our back. Legs bent. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Arms over shoulders. Extend opposite arm, opposite leg. That's 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your heel from touching the ground. Your arm from touching the ground. That's going to give your core some rest. We don't want to give a rest throughout this. All right, so we're on round 1 again. I'll start the timer in 3, 2, and 1. Feet are close to my bum. I push my hips to the sky. There's 2. Squeeze my butt together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And we're up into our incline push-ups. Straight line throughout. Remember, we're not losing form over speed. We can go a little bit faster though, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Just because I was going fast doesn't mean I lost form there. High plank tap outs. I'm going to go into this high plank position. 2, 3, 4. We really don't want our hips to wobble here. Good. Calf raises. A lot of up and down with this. 1. I'm trying not to let my heels touch the ground either. I come down right to the point where they're hovering above, keeping my balance throughout. There's 10. And then our dead bugs. Opposite arm, opposite leg, right? 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 10. I was counting. I'm just going to do a few more. Just to be sure that's 10. I'm pretty sure it was. I was counting dead bugs how I usually count them. Alright, glute bridges. Good. Nice and controlled. You do these. You can definitely speed it up. Might look a little funny if somebody walks in and you're going super fast on those. But you just tell them you're exercising, it's fine. Incline push-ups. Straight line through all the way down, right? Plank tackles. I'll give you guys the anterior view here. So, sort of what that looks like. How my hips aren't moving. 6, 7, 8, 10. All right, calf raises. I really try to get that squeeze at the top of my calf raise to really feel it throughout the whole exercise. Just like our bird dogs, if we're on our back. 4, 6, 8, 10. Awesome. 2 rounds down. Go right into our glute bridges. I can tell you this much for free. I think I prefer round 2 over round 1. You can find push-ups. And once you've done the rounds a few times, you sort of get in that groove of doing the exercises. What comes next? Where you can take your grasp what exercises are a little easier for you, what are a little harder. Calf raises. I'll give you the front view here. I'm not sure how much information you get, but just so you can see where my toes and knees are. 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. Now I can certainly do those a lot faster. I just feel I get better activation when I go at a bit of a slower speed. And that might be a little different for you. 4, 6. Good. All right. We're cruising through this one. Cruising through it. We'll go right into our glute bridges. 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. On our feet. We're on those incline push-ups. And the reason I stress so much, to keep that straight line is to keep the core engaged, and I'm not putting it too much on my low back, too much on my shoulder joints. I'm using, high plank tap outs. I'm using my core to stabilize myself, and I'm using my chest to sort of drive the incline. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, just like that. Going over calf raises. Ballerina toes here as I push myself up. Really try, I fell on my heels there before. Really try to keep your heels off the ground while achieving maximum range of motion. 9, 10, and our dead bugs. 4, 6, really keeping the core engaged, not allowing myself turn in the torso, just extending opposite arm, opposite leg. All right, I'm going to push it a little bit just to see if I can do 6 rounds here. I'm going to do those suggested fast glute bridges into my incline push-ups. Don't have to get up too fast. Get lightheaded there. Tap out. Eight, 9, 10. Yeah, raises, though I don't think I'm going to be doing it, but I do my best. And those dead bugs. 4, 9, 10. All right, glute bridges. Got 90 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10. Incline push-ups. We're moving, we're grooving now. So I'm not losing form, that's for sure. I play tap outs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, do it right. Don't do it all sort of thing, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And our dead bugs got 30 seconds. I think we'll be okay. 2. We're finishing strong. That's for sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. A little bit of time to spare. Grab some drinks. Got 6 rounds in there. I'm proud with that. I feel good with that. I know I pushed myself. I'll just stop that there. You know, my last round certainly was a little bit fast. I really tried not to lose form. And that's the whole thing of it, right? If I did 10 rounds like that, it probably wouldn't have felt as good as the 6 rounds that I just had. I might have felt like I was doing a little bit sloppy, even though I was trying to keep my form. You know, I was going at that controlled pace. But you do whatever feels natural and comfortable for you so that you're getting your workout in, so that it's your own workout, so that you feel at the end of that, you know, whether you're aiming for 6 out of 10, whether you're aiming for 8 out of 10, whatever you're aiming for, hopefully you're able to achieve that. All right, and we'll just go right onto our back, arms overhead. Just take a few deep breaths here. Job well done. You know, those AMRAP workouts, you really have to push yourself to keep going, right? You know, it's as many reps as possible, so you could just do, you know, 2 rounds and call it a day. Maybe that was you. Maybe those 2 rounds were exceptionally difficult, but maybe you were able to do more. And that's the whole thing, right? Is we're just pushing ourselves. All right, we're going to cross our left leg over our right leg. Left hand through the hole, right hand on the outside of the right leg. Pull the knee towards the chest. And we'll switch sides. So the right leg is crossed over the left, right hand through the hole. Left hand on the outside of the left leg, pulling the left knee towards the chest. All right, we'll go into our child's pose next. Pushing my hips back, reaching forward. I can crawl a little bit more, create a little bit more of a stretch in my lats, which is the side muscle right here. Good. I'm going to go into that hip flexor stretch. I just like this one so much because I know I'm doing a lot more sitting lately. Left leg forward. And you know what? I'm going to throw in a little bit of a wrist stretch here. So I'm pushing my hips forward with my arms overhead and pulling back on my left fingers. Well, sorry about the door back there. Washing me out. My skin's about as bare as that back door and that back wall, so I just sort of blend in almost. All right, we'll finish off with our handcuff stretch. So just remember, I'm grabbing my hands behind my back, bring my shoulders back and down, nice proud Superman chest. While we're holding this, I just want to say, you know, it's Bell Let's Talk Day today. You know, our words have a lot more power than what we think sometimes, and what we say surely does matter. You know, I make it a practice in my home to talk how I would talk out in public and really try to be better for myself, for others to watch the words that I use. Make sure that you're commenting on, you know, posts, using the Snapchat filters, using the Facebook frame, whatever you can do helps raise money for the cause. And it is a really good cause. You know, we have just as much mental health as we do physical health. If you have a brain, you have a mental health. You do have mental health. Just like if you have a body, you have physical health, and both of them are related. I know when I'm not in a great mental space, my workouts decline. I eat poorly. I don't sleep as well. And when I am thriving with my mental health, you know, I'm focused. I'm more attentive at home. my workouts are better, I eat better, I sleep better, all these things. So it's really just important that you guys take care of yourselves. We really do care about you. And if you ever do have any problems, we're happy to help you navigate some resources that you need. But that's enough from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I hope you reached that 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10, whatever you were gunning for, 10 out of 10. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you next time.